that sound from me, and now you can hear me say some not so much.
The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the California Golden Bears taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
No, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage is open. If he's double coverage, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you've got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
He's working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often. And he puts up the big game.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carries.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
On third down, he drops the throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So California's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
And that will go backwards, a negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force the negative play.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught. Can anyone catch it? And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
To the air on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow he slithered through his fingers. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that is an all too familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's up. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away.
Oh.
And it's no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The misfire on the 49-yard field goal attempt sets him up with pretty good field position at the 32. Here's the fly sweep. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The run to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Here's the handoff. Bringing the heat. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals. Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
He wants to throw here on second down. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Miami. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tick that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
Here comes the two-point try. Trying to pound it in. And they're able to make the tackle.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, in the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's the unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Keep it on the ground. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. Pulls and fires complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
No, you didn't.
Batted into the air, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Canes! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Bulls his way forward.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, and let him do the rest.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out.
Oh, no. I told you.
And the try is no good. Always want to pile on those points when you can, guys, but you have a 20-point lead. Life is good.
Miami 20, Cal 0.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brady. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
2nd down coming up. Off play action. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. All kinds of running room. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Oh, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Caught over the middle, it's Hunter. And they get him down at the 40's free, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Now now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They'll put the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
The throw to the outside is complete.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on third down, getting back a bunch of yards. Now they're in a position to go for it here on fourth.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
That is just the play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This time they'll go to the running game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Handoff to the lone back. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Running back searching for a hole. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And another nice gains by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he's meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
You didn't do that, did you?
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here comes the 2-point try.
Yeah, I'm stupid. Can I say?
Trying to barge their way in.
See, coach? No.
He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. The give to the back. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Brady. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Running with power. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Brady. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility for the guy in that slot position.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Trying play action.
Oh, that was good.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And it's right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone finals. Pittsburgh proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Panthers team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive. He's going to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
It's complete. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That wasn't where I told him to go.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Yeah, I was going to challenge.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. And as we wind down here in the first half, the offense will just take a knee and try to muster its forces for the second half attack as they trail going to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Same thing, he batted it right into those guys' hands. I know, I've seen some crazy stuff that happens. Ain't no Clemson. I haven't seen the score or anything.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
He's having issues with his players. He had a bad recruitment.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Finds a man in the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everyone.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
This time he's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Yeah, you go a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them. And you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. That is no good. And I guess they wanted to throw a little closer instead. Still way, way behind.
You wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Brings up second down.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up. The defensive line, they're thinking run as well. Slows down the pass rush. Gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. Got it. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the pummeling has started.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Marshall is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over Georgia Southern. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, we thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down at your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you don't want to get a little bit more aggressive.
That gives him 100 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
Fires to the middle, and that ball is picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Getting some heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's up. And sure, tackler there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets open down the middle. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cal.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office with a national leader in rushing. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop. You know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Pocket starts to collapse. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing them, and making life so hard on this offense.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
And the Golden Bears will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They'll go right back to the run. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. It doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Wide out in motion. They'll run play action. Floats it out in space. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Line gets set. 1st down.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on down.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Brady. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Now on 1st down from the 43. He's going to pass. He finds a tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Trying to get to it. They're bringing heat. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights.
The kick is good.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
That makes
And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39.
The carry is the running.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
On the set. 42 Spider.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Dumps it off in the flats. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's a good game.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.